You guys doing good? Yeah. All right, glad to be here. So if you can't tell by the pocket protector and the general Urkel flavor, I am a huge geek and have been my entire life. Yeah, we've got some fellow kindred spirits. To give you like some geek credentials, I will tell you, and I don't normally tell this outside of like performance because I want to have like some sort of social life, but I was the president of my high school's science fiction club. All right, like that level. All right, like yeah. Alternate Infinity was the name of it. It was great. And I don't know if anybody else, if you had like a science fiction club at your high school, but it was weird because we did something very cool. My high school was very convenient. We had a weird bylaw in our student handbook where if you were the president of the science fiction club, you automatically became the president of the abstinence education club. It just worked out like that. It was fantastic. Saved a lot of time. It was great. Like, to give you an idea of how nerdy I was, like I don't know if you're like from like the New England media market, but every day of my life, from about 5th grade through 10th grade, I faced an existential crisis every day at 7:30 p.m. because Highlander was an hour-long program that came on at 7 o'clock. Fantastic fantasy, sword and sorcery was great. Loved it. That was an hour long. At 7:30 every day, Jeopardy! The question game of answers and questions came on. So every day at 7:30, I'm faced with a dilemma. Do I stick around and see who gets their head cut off, or do I go like answer some questions with Alex? And like that was like that caused me like deep personal pain. Like that's the level. All right. So that's how much of a geek I am. But 2 weeks ago, I took it to the next level. I did some next level geek stuff that I even thought I would die and never do, and this was ridiculous. 2 weeks ago, I went to my first ever Star Trek convention, all right? Like, yeah, I did that. I've been there. I'm in the club. I'm initiated. It was fantastic. Fell into my lap. The night before, a buddy of mine on Facebook was like, hey, my friend bailed. I got an extra ticket. Do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. I'll probably get a story out of that. And I did, and it was amazing, all right? This is my favorite part of the Star Trek convention. I had the most intense moment of racial pride that I've ever had in my entire life, all right? Straight up. This is 100% true. It was after the convention had pretty much broken down. I'm sitting in a big convention hall, they're clearing off the tables. I'm charging my phone sitting on the floor because it was almost dead, sending some text, and out of an elevator. Who walks out of an elevator but LeVar Burton, all right? Like, yeah. Joy to LaForge, the dude with the visor, reading Rambo. Like, that dude came out of an elevator, all right? And I was like starstruck, and it was amazing because he was getting like crazy VIP treatment. He had his luggage with him. He had a hotel like staff concierge like write this way, Mr. Burton. Like he was holding people off like he's not ready for autographs right now. Step away. Like I was like, oh my God, I did not know Joy to LaForge rolled like that. Like that was amazing. All right, that was fantastic. And I was feeling really good about that. I'm like, way to go. And then I looked to my left and I saw something even better. I saw 3 adult black Star Trek cosplayers, all right? It was amazing, like full uniform, DS9 engineering uniforms. One of them had a TOS original like command uniform. Don't ask me how I know, all right? It was amazing, all right? I saw that and I was like, wow, this is what Rosa Parks fought for, all right, right here. Forget Obama being elected. That was the greatest thing in Black America. Just black people walking around in Star Trek uniforms. Like, yes, that was so awesome. Like, that was my favorite moment. I love that. Second favorite moment, I saw the man in the hour, which if you're at a Star Trek convention, you can't see anybody bigger than this. I was 200 feet away from William Shatner. All right, yeah, the man himself, king of the nerds. He's up on stage. He's doing Q&A. He's so popular. He has 2 lines of 20 people plus on each side of the stage waiting to ask him questions. Crowd is so thick. You can't even see who's asking. 4th question in, you just see him lean down. He goes like, little girl, what's your question? And all you hear out of the crowd is, I'm a boy. And I was like, yeah. I said out loud in front of a 1,000-person convention hall, I swear to God, that shit's gonna hurt forever. And I know it is. Because the same thing happened to me junior year of high school. Model Senate, I was wearing a hat real low in my eyes. I go up to ask the moderator a question. He's like, young miss, what's your question? And everybody laughs. And that was 12 years ago, and that still stings every time I think about it. And it wasn't coming from Captain Kirk in front of 1,000 people neither, all right? Like, that kid just got punked and by his idol in front of 1,000 people. I'll tell you this, you know there was a little pillow soaked in nerd tears that night. I'll tell you that shit, all right? You guys have been amazing. I'm Wes Hazard. Thank you so much. Have a good night.